I knew it was going to be a stiff season. A lot of them had big dicks. Okay. I knew I was going to have a good time. I knew that I had so much respect for everybody that was there as entertainers, as artists, and I've worked with all of them. I think that Cracker and Blair were the two youngest ones that I had not really spent an extended amount of time with, and I really fell in love with Blair. I really did. She was a sweetheart.
And she really came to show a new side of herself to the audience as well.
She did. She almost gave me like the young girl that's just like, look, Mom, I grew up. I was like, okay, girl, you don't have to do so hard. Enjoy being young and looking young. You know?
Yeah, right.
I was like, this is cool. But no, I really enjoyed being around that whole group of girls. Like, yeah, it's delightful.
Well, Mariah, let's talk about the iconic variety show spoken word performance of Stains on the Wall that had Mr. Ricky Martin gagging and Miss RuPaul looking at that red paint on the runway. You were incredible.
Well, you know, I was, like, first of all, like, Ricky Martin had me gagging several times.
Yeah.
Especially when I got back to my hotel room. But no, the thing with that, with Stains on the Wall, it was a poem that I had written right after I moved here, and I was actually hungover on a plane, and it was like a phrase jumped into my head, and then I just kept going, and before we took off, I had written the whole thing. I keep a lot of my intimate thoughts to myself, and then I don't know, it's like I keep a certain part of myself to myself. I think most people in the industry do. But I was like, finally, when they called me for All Stars 5, I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and be vulnerable. Let me share some of my thoughts and figure out a way to package it and make it entertaining but still thought-provoking. And I was like really proud of what I did. The biggest hurdle was the paint.
I bet.
Yeah.
Because that runway is expensive, and they know they have to do 100 more things on it. What was the setup for that? You were like, so I'm doing spoken word, and they're like, wonderful. And they're like, and I'm going to be using a lot of red paint. They're like,
Well, we had several conversations because of the broader audience. I don't think they were quite sure after I told them what I was going to do. I thought they assumed it was going to be gory or tacky. I don't know. But initially, they didn't want me to use red paint at all. They were like, can you use a different color paint? I was like, I can try to do something metaphorical with red and blue, and then it turned purple. I don't know. But ultimately, we were able to agree on a color. And then being able to tape it. I wanted solid backdrops, like white canvases, and they were like, well, the camera can't shoot that. So in a nutshell, sorry, yeah, my whole setup was done the day of, and I was sliding around on the little safety tarp, and yeah, it was just nuts. It really was the perfect storm, and it all came together.
And then when it aired, because you did well, but you didn't win that one. Some would say robbed.
You are robbed.
But when it came out, it came at such a perfect time for that sentiment to be shared. How did you feel about the reaction?
Honestly, there is no perfect time to actually make a real statement. And anytime somebody passes you the microphone, you should have something to say. So whether it had been originally aired when it was supposed to, or if the pandemic never happened, I think if it would have aired, it was going to be relevant, period.
Yeah.
Like, I think that a lot of times people think that's the perfect moment to drop knowledge or observation or words to people to make them think. And I don't think there's any perfect time. There's no like, oh, serendipitous moment. I just think that it's been time to tell that. And a year ago, 2 years ago, a year from now, we're going to have to keep telling the same story, unfortunately.
Agreed. But you slayed that, and you really made a real impression, and got a whole new generation's eyes on you, and help people open their eyes and their minds.
Yeah, it's like honestly, I love the fact that we have so many liberties here in the U.S., but let's not delude ourselves into thinking that we're the best and the end-all, be-all. We still have so much work to do on ourselves, and the arrogance of us being the youngest superpower like countries, to think that we're the best. We haven't worked out so many kinks.
Now, you were eliminated on the Get a Room Challenge, the golden mistake seen around the world.
I don't think it was a mistake. I stick by my team and everything that we did. I wish that I would have I could have swapped out Cracker. But other than that, Shay was an amazing team leader. We did a good job.
I mean, it's a weird challenge for a drag competition.
Well, I really am not the interior design girl.
Yeah, because it's not an interior design competition.
Yeah, I was like, but Golden Girls was a classic, and I was like, oh, bitch, we're about to get this. I was like, we're about to fuck this up, sweetie. And so when we didn't, I was like, oh, y'all got me right together. And I definitely have a differ of opinion from the judges, but I think our team worked well together, and we were good. Well, actually, no, we were great.
Well, yes, correct. Anything with Golden Girls can never be called a mistake. How could I even say such a thing?
And they were like, oh my God, who wants to, and then I think one of the judges, I don't remember, irrelevant who said it, but one of the judges was like, oh, who wants to go and stay at like a old folks, it's like read as an old folks home. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The Golden Girls?
Right, how dare.
What gay would not want to stay at that resort?
Exactly. Now, when you were eliminated, Monet Exchange was the lip sync assassin.
Oh, you know what? You got me together. I was like, not Monique.
Oh, no.
No, Monet. Oh, okay. So, do you understand how frustrating it is to be sitting on the sidelines knowing you know the song, you can't even tap yourself in to save yourself. And my whole point, I wanted to go and redeem myself because, you know, I got kicked off for not knowing the words.
Right.
During my lip sync during season 3, and I was like, bitch, I got this. I got this in the bag. Tap out, Juju. You obviously don't know the words. Move. I wanted to go up there. I wanted to like just go into a cartwheel, into a split, and just like tag her out. That was the most frustrating part of the elimination, was not being able to defend yourself. And I was like, oh, but I agreed to the rules.
Right. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh. Now, you declined an exit interview.
Oh, no, I did my interview. I don't give the answers that they want.
Right.
I don't give the footage that they need.
Okay.
But I did not decline it. Okay. I read all 40 pages of my contract.
Oh, all right.
I know what I can get away with.
Oh, as she toughs away, sweetie.
I don't refuse because that's when you're a breach of contract. But it is a reality show, and you ultimately have power over what you do and how you're represented. And I don't think enough girls exercise their right and their power in a reality show. If you want me to be an actress, give me actress union pay.
Now, what did they want you to say that you did not want to say?
Anything.
Oh, okay.
It's like, once I'm done, I'm done.
Right. I'm off.
It's like,
I'm off.
Y'all can keep filming. I'll give you yes, no answers. But of course, we know that reality TV doesn't work with that. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm not refusing.
Pause. 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 rattle noise. Exactly. Shay was the rightful winner, but honey, you are our winner today. Stunning, gorgeous, beautiful Mariah Balenciaga. Now, if you want to see parts of our interview with Mariah that couldn't fit in the show, well, sweetie, you're gonna have to go over to patreon.com/HeyQweenTV, where you can also get an audio podcast version of the show, behind the scenes photos, tea, all the rest. Now, Mariah, what's next for you, sweetie?
Honestly, I'm just wanting to continue to spread the word of education about our culture, drag culture, ballroom culture, and continue to sell my candles and do what I can do to survive in this crazy world of drag. And if you're interested in candles, you can find them at magicplanet.com. That's MAGICK planet.com.
Perfect. I will be purchasing my Wicked Beauty immediately. Mariah, you're so glamorous, and you've turned it so fiercely today that, sweetie, you snatched the trophy, honey!
Another one! Oh, my God.
Yes, you did it. Oh, she has it. Oh, her head's cut off. Where? Somebody, use a gym. Yes, that's correct.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to add this to my collection.
Yes. Oh, Mariah, thank you for being here. You are always a delight.
Thank you.
And thank you to Adam, Joseph, Erickatoure, Aviant, and to all of you at home. Now, don't worry, Miss Mariah is not going anywhere, honey. She's going to stick around and play. Look at her. So you're going to want to tune into that. And we'll see you next time on Hey Qween. Bye, baby.
Hello, children. Click here. Click here. And subscribe. You're welcome.